All right, Kristen, so today we're talking about the one big beautiful bill and some changes that we saw coming into 2026, really in regards to something that is going to be applicable to a lot of practice owners and meal and food changes coming into 2026. So some things are different, some things are staying consistent. Wanted to bring you in today and have you talk through some of the changes that we're going to see in 2026.
Yeah, for sure. So typically employee staff meals have been 50% deductible. Now in 2026, a lot of those meals are going to 0% deductible. So anything that's really considered a meal provided for the convenience of the employer. So, if your employees are working and you have lunch brought in, still working, still on the clock, those are probably the meals that are going to 0%. I know a lot of offices provide snacks and stuff for their employees in the break room. Those are also technically 0% deductible. That's kind of the biggest change, just really those staff meals going to 0%.
So me being a nice practice owner, I buy lunch for my team. I can't write it off this year?
Yeah, no, you're just being nice. Like, it's just a nicety that you're providing for the staff, really.
And all those snacks we have in the break room, those are technically no longer deductible?
I mean, if you think about it, really, those snacks are to the benefit of the owner. Like, they're keeping people on the clock. They're keeping people working. If you provide soda or energy drinks, those kind of things, they keep the staff going during the day. So really, that's just trying to keep a productive staff.
Yeah, I know this is probably an unpopular change we saw
sure.
in the bill. Good news, though, guys, is there are some items that did not change. We didn't see any effects. So any of those owner meals, so you're the practice owner, business owner, and you go out to a business lunch, you're meeting with your attorney, something like that over lunch, that's still 50% deductible. You're the owner and you travel, right? Practice owner goes to a CE event. Let's say you're in Dallas, you take a CE event in Phoenix. While you're traveling there, all those meals are still 50% deductible. So we're not seeing any changes there. And the big one that still involves staff that we're not going to see any changes for this year are your team entertainment, really talking about holiday parties. If you have the team in for a summer picnic, things like that, where you're leaving the office, you guys are having a team building event, holiday party again, things like that. Those meals are still 100% deductible going into 2026. So no changes on any of that going into the new year.
Yeah. And so that's a good thing. I mean, typically, the most money is spent kind of on those big outings, the holiday party, things like that. So those big impact things are still in there.
100%. And guys, the thing to keep in mind as we kind of wrap this up here, probably a frustrating point on if you're consistently buying lunch for your team or buying snacks and we're used to getting that deduction every year. Good news is for most practice owners, this is probably about 0.25% of your overall overhead. So not moving the needle a whole lot. We did see some other changes in the one big beautiful bill of 100% bonus depreciation being permanent, things like that. So there are some great revisions within the bill. This is just one of those changes that we wanted to make you aware of coming into the year that we knew would be probably a little bit more hot topic, a little more frustrating, but overall, I don't think it's a huge concern for us from our perspective.
It's really not. It's not a big impact item. I know it seems like a lot, when you order all that pizza in for the staff and it's $100, but at the end of the day, those staff meals, they're still a good thing to do for your staff and provide, and it really does not affect your bottom line that much. So don't stop doing them. Just know where you're at.
100%. Awesome. Kristen, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.